Welcome to the Pauper Gauntlet, brought to you by mtgotickets.com. They are the main sponsor. Click on the link in the show notes and look at their site and make them happy that they chose to sponsor the Pauper Gauntlet. We're in round 4. I'm going to play the champion, Stompy. The deck that top 10 the first Pauper Gauntlet and won the second. Cankleman steps up to the challenge. And now we're going to Stompy all over him. It's for you, Skargan. Look at this beautiful hand. I'm gonna keep it. And my Nettle Sentinel is going to do some work. I think Riverboa is super expensive for this deck. And not very good. So I am not going to randomly... I'm gonna keep up things to defend myself against bolts here. Wait till next turn. Or should I groundswell into... No, not yet. So I'm just gonna leave 1 mana unused here. Here comes the Pit Skulk. And we have decent pressure. The problem is when we play the third land. See if he gets Tron. His key to victory is resolving Fangor Marauder and gaining life. So I could do 10 here. And that is not enough by far. I can't protect the Riverboa, even though it's probably better to get more damage out. I have Mutanic Growth for protection. Young Wolf doesn't do a whole lot. I think I'm just gonna play creatures. He can gain 5 life next turn, worst case. And I can't do 19 damage. But if I draw land, I could do 13. He does not find Tron. It's a Seagate Oracle and I will just run over that. Using my groundswell. So he doesn't have the perfect draw. Okay, how much damage is this? 6. It's not enough this turn. I can put it all on that guy. So I can easily get through 8. I will just attack and kill the Seagate Oracle. Because we don't want a repeatable blocker. And I am now going to kill it with Mutanic Growth. And then I have lethal next turn. I hope. Uh-oh. Crusher is okay. Fangor Marauder will win him the game. If he has like... Well, even if he has just 1 cantrip here, I think he wins the game with the Fangor Marauder. Even if I draw a land, I can only do 13 damage. Please just be a Seagate Oracle. It's a Muldrifter. And that's not enough. 4 mana is a prism. And if he forces me to protect one of my creatures now, but he doesn't, so he is dead. Deader than disco. It was a while since I said that. So if you stumble against Stompy, you get devoured. Can't say I like Nest Invader either. But this game is just over. Here they come. I like to click them individually in this fatal moment. Do I have the stop set right? Yeah, I do. Who do you block? Well, that's all she wrote. Now, Canus, you have not provided... Actually, the sideboard plan only has one deck that is still not affected by bans. Because we are playing Epic Confrontation against Tron. Obviously, we are trying to put Thermokarst into the deck, but I think that is a really... It's not the best plan. Because... it's so hard to stop Tron from with this way. So we have to take out something that doesn't do a whole lot. And that's obviously the 2-drops. Could argue that Ledgewalkers are stopped by Muldrifters. But I'm even less convinced about all of these 2-drops feel bad, except Garrett's Companion. I think Wall Scourge is good because it's really a 1-drop. I'm gonna take out... He actually has... I'm gonna take out 2 Nest Invaders and a Riverboa because he has an island or 2 in the deck. Gleeful Sabotage could be a thing, but I won't sideboard it in unless the sideboard plan says so, because I will dilute my deck. And of course, as I said before, Carnus is a much better Stompy player than I am. So he should know. Carnus, if you're watching this, could you please add some more decks to the sideboard plan? We are playing 16 lands, so we definitely have to keep a lot of 1-landers. This has a Queron Ranger as well, so it isn't that bad. We are starting with Young Wolf. You need to play the Queron Ranger the turn that you missed the land drop. Unless you want to go for the Ledgewalker, but we have stuff to do on turn 2 anyway. Ah, look at that. And Young Wolf is a pretty good way of ensuring that the Pit Skulk finds a home. Pit Skulk and Queron Ranger, pretty tempting fireball targets. So it seems to me that the Tron decks play less fireballs now. Is that true? Another reason why I don't like Thermokarst and Stompy is that 3 mana is a ton with 16 lands. There will be many games where I don't even see 3 mana. There's an Expedition map, but he did miss a land drop there. A Tron drop. So do I risk the Queron Ranger here? I think I do, to be mana efficient. Ledgewalker looks super expensive as well. Maybe Nest Invader would have been better. Because if there is a huge ground blocker... Of course there are Seagate Oracles. Quicksand. Star. Sphere. But no Tron. So I'm thinking Bone Splitter here. So we play the Bone Splitter, untap this thing, return the forest, play the forest, attach the Bone Splitter to the Pit Skulk, trying to convince him that using the quicksand is a good idea, which of course it is not here. And he does. So we groundswell. And that's a huge hit for him. And we have lethal next turn. And now the Pit Skulk is a very tempting target for any red removal. Whereas the real target, of course, should be Query Ranger, but you have to avoid 4 damage. What's happening now? Star has been popped. The Query Ranger is such an engine here. Oh no. Tron, my friend. That's all she wrote. Untap it. Return the forest. Yeah. Stompy. Regarding the bannings, I think Stompy will profit from them, but Stompy was also a deck that had a decent matchup against Familiars and Delver, whereas I think new mid-range and control decks will find a room now that Familiars is not there to take over, and that might be bad for Stompy, because Stompy traditionally has a problem with weird rogue decks. For tier 1 deck, it's pretty spectacular how many problems this deck has with rogue decks. But Stompy is in round 5 of the Pauper Gauntlet, and looking to be one of the favorites for winning again.